Before you copy a Discord trading alert, ask yourself one question. Do I actually know what I'm doing? Because a trade signal can be decent and you could still turn that into a bad trade if you don't understand the alert or your trading app or the risk or the exit. Before you jump into the next alert, here are 7 beginner mistakes I want you to avoid. Editor me from the future here, and I forgot one of the most important ones, and that is scammers. Them jokers are everywhere in Discord. As soon as you jump in, they're gonna be in your DMs. So every Discord I've been in, all of them say the admins won't initiate a DM. So watch out for scammers. And as always, this is for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice. The first mistake is jumping straight into alerts without touching the education. Most good trading communities have some type of onboarding, whether that's teaching videos, pin posts, examples, or rules. Watch those videos. And I'm not just talking about how the Discord works. Of course, you need to know who the official signal callers are, where they post updates, how they handle alerts, and what terms like trim and runner and loading mean for that specific room. But you also need basic trading concepts before you start following live trades. If you don't understand candlesticks, support and resistance, risk management, or why a trade is being called in the first place, then copying alerts can get confusing fast. That's where most beginners start to get into trouble. They join the server, skip the videos, then they end up asking questions in the chat while the trade is already moving. But by that point, everything's going to feel rushed. The alert's moving, people are reacting, and now you're trying to learn the setup, the terminology, and trade management all at the same time. That's too much. So before you follow live alerts, learn the server, learn the basics. The second mistake is trying to learn your trading app during the live trade. It's a bad idea to be figuring out where the sell button is while the trade is going on, whether that's on Robinhood, Webull, Thinkorswim, or any other app. You need to know the basics before you follow anybody's alert. How do you enter? How do you exit? How do you set a stop loss? How do you cancel or replace your order? What is the difference between a market order, a limit order, a stop order, or a stop limit order? If the alert is for options, do you understand the contract? Do you understand the expiration date, the strike price, the bid and the ask, and the spread? I'm gonna tell you, a Discord alert can move very fast, and that's not the moment to be tapping around your app hoping that you press the right thing. So practice first, and use paper trading if you can, and use small size if you're still learning, but do not use the live market as your first tutorial. The third mistake is entering a trade without understanding what the alert is actually saying. Don't just see a ticker and hit buy. Some admins, they post text signals. Some use screenshots from their trading platform once they enter a trade. Some post entries and exits, their trims, their stop updates, or even their pre-market watch list ideas. So before you follow anything, you need to know what you're actually looking at. Is it shares or options? Is it calls or puts? What's the ticker? And what's the expiration? What's the strike? Are they entering now? Are they adding? Are they trimming? Are they exiting? Or are they not in the trade at all and they're just watching the setup? Is it a scalp? Is it a day trade, a swing, or is it even a high risk lotto? If you can't read the alert, you probably shouldn't be entering the trade yet. I know it's hard, but missing a trade is better than entering something you can't manage. And if all this seems foreign, please go back to mistake number 1. The fourth mistake is spending too much time in the regular social chats during market hours. The official alert channels are usually pretty clear in most Discords. The problem is everything outside of those channels, because that's where you might see anything. Random ticker opinions, unofficial signals, people arguing back and forth, memes, nonsense, panic posts, and people socializing, with their friends in there. And all that's cool if that's your thing. But when the market's open and you're trying to manage a real trade, all that noise can pull your attention all over the place. You came in looking for trade clarity. Now you have 12 opinions, 3 memes, 2 arguments, and absolutely no trading plan. So during market hours, just be careful where you're putting your attention. Use the official alert channels, use the education, but don't let the social chat become your main trading plan or your trading plan at all. The fifth mistake is joining the server just because the trades look good without asking whether the community is actually a fit for you. A server can have great trades and still be a bad fit. Maybe they're mostly scalping, but you can't watch the screen all day. Maybe they trade high risk options, but you have a small account. Maybe they move fast, but you're the type that needs a little more explanation. Maybe they use voice chat for live alerts, but you're at work and you can only follow text. Or maybe the text alerts are included in one tier, but the voice, the extra watch list, or certain types of trades are locked behind a higher pay or more expensive pay tier. All that's important. You need to know what you're actually getting before you judge whether the server fits your trading style, your schedule, and your budget. And fit isn't only about trading style. It's also about personality. It's about culture and how the admins moderate their chats. Because some of these servers are more wild for sure. The admins, they be cussing, they'll talk trash, they'll call people out, and basically tell you to get your stuff and get out if you don't like it. And some people, they cool with that. And that's the server or the Discord for them. But then you have other Discord servers that are a little more civil. They might encourage questions and allow disagreement, but they keep the room a lot more respectful and a lot more focused. And for a lot of people, that's a very important distinction, because if the environment stresses you out or distracts you or it makes you afraid to ask beginner questions, you probably won't learn a lot there. So don't only ask, are the trades good? Also ask, does this room fit how I trade, how I learn, and can I operate within this Discord well? The sixth mistake is not paying attention to transparency. Now, some admins, they're super clear. They show their entries and exits. They show losses. They explain when a trade doesn't work out. And they don't pretend every call was perfect. That's the thing that you want to see. Now, other Discords, they may be mostly transparent, but every now and then something feels a little off. A red trade disappears. A challenge resets when it starts to get a little too far down. A losing trade gets quiet, but then all the winning trades, they get posted and blasted all over social media. Or the explanation always seems to be something like, we're resetting so more people can get in. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. But if it keeps happening, pay attention. You don't need a perfect trader, because that doesn't exist, but you do want honest tracking. Wins matter, losses matter, entries and exits matters, and risk matters. If the room only shows the pretty side of the results, you're not getting the full picture. And then the seventh mistake is jumping from one signal caller to another based on whoever had the last green trade. One admin hits a winner, everybody runs over there. Then they take a loss and everybody runs to the next person. That's not a testing strategy. That's just chasing noise. And if you're going to follow alerts, track what's actually happening. Track the entry, track the exit, track the loss, track the win. Track yourself. Track whether you enter late. Track whether you ignored the stop. Track whether you held after the admin called the exit. Also track the full return on your investment. And that includes stuff like your membership costs, trading fees, losses, missed exits, and the time it takes to follow those alerts. Don't just ask, did they win? The question is, can I follow this in real life? And is it actually helping me to improve as a trader? Because the goal is not to become the fastest person that can copy an alert. The goal is to understand what you're copying before money is on the line. So before you copy the next Discord trade alert, slow down. Learn the server, learn your app, learn how to read the alert. Be careful with the social chat. Make sure the community actually fits you, and pay attention to transparency. Also track your own results, because trade signals, they can be awesome, but they shouldn't be the only reason you're entering trades.